Just fart?
No.
Okay. This time on Finnegan's Garage, we are answering your deepest, darkest questions. We're giving you project car updates, and you can also find out why my wife is giving me the thumbs down in this photo. Might have something to do with that wheel right there. I didn't do that. Just saying. Hopefully I have the camera aimed correctly and hopefully the reflection isn't killing it. But that's my wife in the El Camino, her grandfather's car, right? And if we move in closer, you'll see she's giving a thumbs down, right? And the reason she's giving a thumbs down there is because we've not had a lot of successful dates in that car. Let's walk downstairs and I'll keep talking. She and I tried to go out multiple times in that car on a date here in Georgia since we moved. And it hasn't gone well. It's pretty much broken every time. And so we tried to go out a few years ago, killed the transmission. I restored the car, showed that here to you guys on an episode of Finnegan's Garage. And then shortly thereafter, we tried to go out again. And the latest disaster, it's a good one. It's this. En route to the restaurant, my wife finds a giant, massive piece of concrete sitting in the roadway, tries to dodge it, except we're in rush hour traffic, and hits it with the Forgeline wheel. Yeah, right there. And the wheel actually did a really good job of taking the brunt of it, and the car is fine. But once again, I have awesome video of my wife not making it to our destination during a date, and I'll show that to you here in a minute. Date night with my baby. Oh, I love a woman in heels driving stick.
Technically, they're wedges.
Oh, whatever. Wedges, heels. It's hot, whatever it is. Vern's like, I just left you 5 minutes ago. What happened? This is your fault. You joked that we should put your number on speed dial. Did you see the bolt?
I was like, anything happens, I got the ramp truck.
Yeah.
And you break down where I used to work again.
Did you see the boulder? It's like broken half on the road.
Is it a boulder or like a log? It looks like a giant piece of wood or something.
I don't know. It was a boulder.
I've seen it.
Thanks, Dave.
Go have fun.
We're gonna go complete our date in Uber once again. Or Lyft, or whatever.
Look, I'm gonna turn around and there you go. See? Look.
He's like, look, my code still works. Savage. Fancy.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody on social media for suggesting the yellow Daytona jack from Harbor Freight, because we broke every single jack inside of Finnegan's Garage, and you dudes and girls on Instagram said this is the one, and yeah, this works good. So right now we're going to jack up the Elco, replace the wheel and tire, and look at the rest of the suspension to make sure when wifey collided with that giant boulder, we didn't bend anything else. This car is so low, I'm gonna have to jack it up from the side of the car.
Okay, can you get on the frame over here?
The frame here, I can't get it wrong.
You really need to get the one
Butter eat off of this car.
Dude, how did you get a 15-inch wheel on this car with 14-inch brakes?
Well, it's a combination of adapters and spacers and a lot of witchcraft going on there, which we'll see very, very shortly.
It's definite sorcery. Because I didn't have a spare, and you had a spare, and that doesn't fit very well. I'm glad we didn't drive anywhere on this.
Yeah,
That's the wheel off the Nova, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the front runners off the Nova at one point. I've had like 3 different wheels on the Nova, and
Baller.
yeah, like a $50 wheel. Yeah, boy, I'm
Balling.
yeah, I'm balling, baby.
Balling.
What size are the lug nuts?
3/4. Ready for this magic that's about to happen?
3/4.
Is it not?
No.
I told you 13/16. Ah, you deaf.
No, you did tell him 3/4.
Shh, you're supposed to be on my side.
Why would I be on your side?
Whoa, there's not a lot of thread there.
Holy cow.
Glad my wife wasn't doing any high-speed commuting in this car with this wheel on it.
Hey, didn't she want rallies at one point? Like,
It had rallies. It had 17-inch steel rallies, and after 3 sets of them that I couldn't get a single one to be straight, oh my god.
That's what I just looked like.
Oh my god.
Wow.
what? I had to make it a roller. I could.
You made it roll.
It was stuck. It was stuck in the shop.
Wow. So,
It's a 3/8 spacer there.
on top of a 2-inch
Of a 2-inch adapter.
Dang.
Hey, I had to make it work.
Where did you find it? That was 4 3/4 to 4.
It's all an old project car.
Probably got it
I always keep stuff like that. Comes in handy.
Harbor Freight, probably.
Got it from Harbor Freight.
Look how massive those are, though. Like, you had to get that 15-inch wheel on there.
These brakes are ridiculous. I don't know if they're 14-inch or 15-inch wheel widths, but they have 6-piston calipers. And what you need to know about these is these are not autocross brakes. Like, if you're going autocrossing, you don't need this. In fact, this is just extra weight on the car. You want smaller brakes for autocrossing. They're not going to get that hot. However, if you're going to go around a road course over and over and over again with a lot of turns, then you want these. These things, once they heat up, are ridiculous. It's a manual brake setup. This will throw you through the windshield after a few stops. Once you get the pads, the rotors to like 450 degrees, I've not had anything better. But until that point, they're no better than a smaller set of brakes. You might as well save the weight.
They look cool, though.
They do not fade. They look cool, but you can't see them behind these wheels.
Yeah, you can. You can see behind this wheel.
The only question I have now, Dave, is where'd the lug nuts for this wheel go? Yeah.
Are they spline drive or something?
I don't even know what they look like.
Are you sure they ain't the ones that are there?
No way, these go under a Forgeline.
Yeah, they do, because those are old 1952s in there. Yeah, them are old ones. Look at the shinier one though.
Huh, son of a gun.
There's a shorter one. The shinier ones, the dirtier ones.
Take the good ones then. I guess I did have these ghetto lug nuts inside of this really nice wheel all these years. Okay, that's fine. I'll put these somewhere else on something more deserving, like a rusty old...
No, put them back on my adapter. What are you talking about?
Oh, are these yours?
Yeah.
Wait, check them. This sway bar's killer. Like,
Yeah.
killer. Like, seriously, whoever designed it did a really good job. But
All right, so what are you looking at now? What are we checking?
so we're going to check the bottom of the suspension and see if anything's messed up. But even though she hit that hole pretty bad, it don't seem like anything's messed up. Everything's still tight. There's no bends or anything. Looks okay to me.
ARM look good?
Yeah, looks fine. Aaron looks perfect fine. I just can't get over this sway bar. We need to go take this car and go whip it around.
I know, right?
Like, drive it.
Like this versus death metal and like a road course.
I'll take this. All day. Yeah, it's good, dude. What was he afraid of? This stuff was going to be bent off of that big old hole they hit?
Right.
No.
I just check the lower
Everything.
Check them out for the coilover and.
Did you look at everything? And there's nothing. There's no stress, crack, or anything bent. Seriously, anything.
So a lot of people ask me like what suspension parts are actually on the Elco, because it is rather low, but it also does handle really well. And what you should know is the entire system is by Ride Tech. All the stock parts are gone. It's got a complete coilover conversion all the way around. No more separate shock and coil like it was from the factory. Up front, same deal, no more separate shock and coil spring. And I can't remember any of the stuff, which is why I'm just going to read it off the website to you. It has taller spindles than factory, which is sweet, right? So they're drop spindles, so the spud is moved up, which lowers the car 2 inches, but the spindle itself is taller. So where the upper control arm mounts and the ball joint is located, it's higher up, which allows you, when you lower the car, to actually get more camber gain, which around the corner you want camber gain. That's what keeps the wheel like this and keeps the bottom of the tire in contact with the pavement, right? So that's cool. It's got Ride Tech's upper and lower strong arms, which have ball joint angles that are correct for the taller spindles. It's got the strong arms in the back, which are pretty sweet. They've got Delrin bushings in them, and joints that are low friction, but also really strong. It's got its front and rear muscle bars, which is basically an anti-roll bar front and rear, which helps the thing corner and stay flat. And then it has the H2 series coilovers with the remote reservoirs. They're triple adjustable. They're ridiculous. I've only played with them a couple of times. My friend James Crosby actually dialed this car in, and it corners amazing. As long as you're not running over boulders, it's pretty sweet. So that's the suspension on the El Camino. It's got a Chevrolet Performance LS3. It's got a Tremec T56 Magnum 6-speed gearbox in there. We used a Silver Sport Transmissions kit to mount it into the car. Anthony Bell painted and restored the whole car with his dad. The thing's rad. You guys may have seen it before, where I made my wife cry on our wedding anniversary when we showed her the car after it got restored. And yeah, sadly, we really haven't driven it much because it's been broken. But finally, thanks to Forgeline, we are back on the road, and we'll attempt again another date in the Elco. Wish us luck.
A couple more questions. People always ask me, what kind of exhaust is on the El Camino?
Oh, it had a Flowmaster kit on it at one point. I know I had to change the downpipes a little bit, but their Flowmaster, I think 40 series mufflers on there. So.
And what were your axle?
It's got a strange 9-inch in there with 373 gears, an S-track differential, and 30 spline axles. It's not a drag car, it's just a fun car to go around corners and occasionally get groceries in. And it's a family heirloom, so that's kind of why it's really nice. Like I don't own a lot of really nice painted things. It's not my deal, but we wanted to keep her family's car in good shape and, enjoy it for years to come. I'm sure our kids will end up with it at some point. So there it is. That's the Elco in a nutshell.
The biggest thing's going to be is those tires. Alignment's messed up. See how nice and perfect that is there? On that other tire, the same. It's showing a chat wear. So alignment needs to be fixed.
What's a chat wear?
What the hell's a chat wear?
Well, the chat wear...
Did you make up a word?
No.
Is that
it's almost like this chatty chat. It's going down the road and it's chatting.
Is that the Cotten dictionary?
Yeah, so it's on page under chat. It's like you see that the tire itself wearing on this side not as good, but this side is horrible. That tire itself's not going down straight. Your alignment, you want it to be nice and smooth in it. It's not going straight. It's either going like this, no, it's going like this. So it's towed in. Honest to God, it needs to go get it because you're towed in. It's just, nice. Unless you want to just buy tires all the time.
I would be agreeing with your alignment assessment.
The reason why half these guys use these wheels is you could change your offset. So say if you see, one day he goes, I wanted to run an 18 by 13. You can actually keep this back hoop and then buy another hoop that bolts to it, and you can get a 13-inch wide wheel that way. But you're not gonna get that with this because you can't get the center out. If you beat this up, you could. I like the lightning holes in it. I never noticed they had that. Do you know the weight of these wheels? Well, they're expensive. Ballin'. So can I put this wheel back on there since that all checked out perfect?
I am a motivational speaker.
Somebody's doing
Let me tell you a little bit about myself, young man. I am 35 years old, thrice divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Hello,
Have you seen the little kid dressed up as Halloween? He's like a little 3 or 4 year old kid. He's like fat guy and a little.
Oh no, I didn't.
It is great.
Dude, I love Instagram. Alright, we're going to end this episode by answering your questions that you posed to us on my Instagram page at Finnegan999. Do you want to read them?
I don't want to read. I can't read.
Oh, let's start here. Jeff Fisted asks, what does Midwest Images use to keep his hair so shiny? Midwest Images is this guy on Instagram. Yeah, how do you maintain that?
Well, right now it's raining out.
Glow.
It's out. It's raining right now, so then it's gonna be shiny.
Looking like Randy Watson.
Randy Watson, six of chocolate.
So that's just natural.
No,
that's the rain.
No, it's the rain right now, but usually
You got product. Come on.
I do got product. Dude, I'm
don't
telling
lie.
you.
It's okay. Just tell us your secrets.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. What product? Come on.
I use a pomade. I don't know. They don't know what that is. Like a pomade. You put it in your hand, and you put it on. That's how you get your sexy on.
Is it like a hair gel or something?
Yeah, but it's not as heavy as a hair gel. Grown men use it. Old people use it.
All right.
Moving on. S10 Rat for Blasphemi. Are you going to change first gear back to the ratio that was in it when it broke on Drag Week? S10 Rat was one of the really nice people that helped me fix the trans in Blasphemi during Drag Week when it broke on day 4. I gotta be honest, I didn't count the teeth on the gear that we borrowed from Andy Starr to fix the trans. I don't know if it's different or not. I actually don't think it is. I think it's the same 325 first gear ratio, but who knows? And right now, Blasphemi is on a pilot transport truck headed to Vegas so that we could race at the Dodge-Pennzoil NHRA Nats a couple days before SEMA. We're going to line up and have a gasser rematch with Jared Scott, the dude who came in second place this year at Drag Week in my class. He wants another shot at the champ. We're going to give it to him. And
is that what it's called?
with the same gear that's been in there since Drag Week when we broke the trans. I don't know.
I can't wait.
You guys want to read some of these? You want me to read them all?
You read them all because you're Mike Finnegan.
All right,
It's your Instagram page.
Okay. I'll pick one.
You're gonna pick one?
I'm going to scroll. Why is Newbern so sexy?
What?
That was the Cuddy 405.
He said what now?
Why is Newbern so sexy?
How much did you pay him to write that?
Oh, he's my best friend.
Did y'all hang out the other night when we were filming?
They did.
So we're working on this thing that we can't tell you about just yet, but the Cuddy was involved in it the other night. He came to Georgia, and it was a good time.
It was a real good time.
He almost lost too. Just saying.
I still think.
Give us a couple more weeks. We'll be able to tell you what it is. Right now, we can't talk about it.
All right, so when is there going to be another mini truck on your channel? Did you buy another truck?
I halfway bought a Toyota mini truck from my friend Alex. We just haven't figured out
how we're gonna get it.
Alex hasn't figured out how he's going to deliver it. That was kind of part of the deal. So I'm waiting on Alex to figure out the logistics of that, and then there will be an '87 Toyota mini truck.
I
here.
totally forgot about that until just now. I forgot you had actually bought another truck.
I was just talking about that.
I did. Soon it'll happen.
All right. How did you end up in the South from the West Coast?
How did I end up here? I grew up on the West Coast, spent my entire life, first, 38 years of it or whatever, in California. And over the years, family spread out, moved places. My brother ended up here. And he called me one day and said, dude, there's a house with a 6 or 7 car garage for sale next door to mine. It's perfect for you. And he knew I was kind of thinking about leaving California. I didn't have any plans to, but this house cost about the same as our stupid apartment in California, so it was a no-brainer. My kids got a backyard, and we got to be near family, so here we are.
Do you remember that conversation? We had that conversation?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Big Guy 75. Does Cotten have a hot rod or a race car?
I got a couple. I just don't finish them. I got an ADC-10 that I'm trying to get back out. That is on 22s and 24s. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's got a blown LS with a roots. we're building a 6070
Wait,
Econoline.
don't gloss over it. That truck is the reason he and I are friends.
Yeah.
When I was the editor of Sport Truck Magazine, we photographed his truck for the cover of the magazine. And then the magazine went out of business. I don't think it has anything to do with his truck. But,
That was your management.
you know, coincidence. It just happened. But yeah, he has a badass C10 that we're constantly... He calls me all the time, look at this, I want to get this. I'm like, yo, why don't you just make what you have?
Meanwhile, his truck is sitting in his garage, like covered in dust.
No, I took
Nothing
it.
wrong with it. You can literally give it a bath, put a battery in it, and drive it.
No, I drove it cross country.
That was
It's got rock chips. That was like
10 years ago.
Right. I haven't driven it for like 2.5 years. So then, what is it, about 2 weeks ago, I fired it up.
Yeah.
And brought it to the shop. So, because I own a shop, and I'm going to fix it. So that my goal is this year to hit a couple shows. But one thing I want to do is I want him to get a C10 done, so we both can go to shows together. I think it'd be rad.
I
So
would love that. Well, now that Blasphemi runs,
just
knock on
knock on the seat.
everything, we can start working on stuff like this turbo boat and the C10. That's the plan.
And then I got a 6740 Econoline that we're building that'll have an LS in it and stuff like that. So just keep watching and seeing, and you'll get it if we finish
Leave
it.
the rest for a surprise, because you got a couple other cool projects that are really...
Yeah, I got to finish. I get yelled at by Mike all the time.
Don't tell him.
Yeah, you're right.
Focus.
So this is from 84 Monty SS. This is a silly question. I know the answer to it. But would you ever pull the Hemi out of Blasphemi for a big block Chevy? Just go ahead and end it now. Just
Hell no.
all right.
Blasphemy will always have a Hemi in it, no matter how much it just crushes my heart and my wallet. Can't change the name of the car, man. Can't do it.
It's been doing good, though, right now.
It's been a great summer so far.
How does it feel knowing you're around good friends, family, and people that help you? That's from Cyber Tyric.
You got friends?
I murdered your name. Sorry.
You got friends, huh?
I have pretty much won the lottery. Not literally. Like, I'm not a millionaire or a billionaire or anything, but I have literally, emotionally speaking, won the lottery. I'm hanging out on a Thursday, drinking a beer with my friends, making a YouTube show, and we did some other cool things this week, and yeah, man, I can't ask for anything. I can't.
Mickey Nacho. What happened to
What?
tool time reviews, tips, and such?
I just got busy. Like, Finnegan's Garage was always going to be a document of my life, what I was actually doing, you know, when I was down here in this garage. And so when I launched the channel, that's what I was doing. I happened to be buying some tools and was like, well, if I'm gonna buy these things, I'm gonna tell you about them. And it morphed into, hey, I'm constantly rebuilding Blasphemi over and over again as it breaks. And so that's what you guys have seen. And yeah, I mean, it'll probably be ever changing, I guess, depending on what we're doing down here. We'll do another tool review. I bought some. Actually, we're gonna do one soon. I got a blast cabinet finally. I've never owned one. We have a MediaBat blast cabinet in here,
It's
and
it's
I
a
have
nice one.
parts that I need stripped, like powder coating, rust, grease, all that. So pretty soon here, we'll have another tool review for you.
You stop talking about Dave as a tool. That's not nice.
If he doesn't know, I don't have to stop.
Perfect. All right. Al's Chop Shop. Any plans for a car lift in your garage, or do you enjoy making Newbern work on the ground?
I do enjoy watching Newbern suffer to a small degree, just a little bit, not a lot.
funny.
But the ceilings in here are just shy of 9 feet. And although you can technically put a lift in here, it's really... I'm the kind of guy where it's like, if I'm 6'1", if I can't walk under the lift, it doesn't need to be here. It's not comfortable.
It is aggravating if you can only lift a car so high and then have to still crawl under it. Just might as well lay on your back.
Right. And they make those ones where it's a scissor and it only lifts so high and you can do a trans swap and you can take wheels and tires off. But when you're not doing those things, it's in the way. It is flat out in the way. And as much as we shuffle things around in this garage on a daily basis, I don't want to move anything around that. So
A great addition down here is the race ramps. Those things lift the car
Yes.
like a foot off the ground. They're like, it's like a foam block. I don't know what it is, but they're very lightweight, but they get the car up high enough where you can pull a transmission out or something like that. They work really good.
yeah, it's a block of foam with a wedge cut into it so the tire doesn't roll.
They each hold 1,500 pounds apiece.
Yeah, and they'll hold a car up, and it holds it up high enough where you can pull a trans out. They're called race ramps. We got them at summitracing.com. Those things are killer. If you can't have a lift, might as well have those.
Or a jack.
There's your tool review.
Yeah. All All right, this is from Nick, not Dick.
What? What was the name?
That's his actual handle.
Nick. Handle. Nick.
Is this CB talk?
Nick,
19.
Nick, not Dick. What are the plans for the OG roadkill ramp truck?
Tell him, Dave.
Well, that was
I don't know.
That was my daily.
Yeah, you
And then
screwed
we,
that up.
He didn't. He just took it. Yeah.
Dave dropped it off at a body shop to get it worked on, and then Dave disappeared. And the only reason any work has happened on it since that
'Cause you
time
went there.
is I went there and started helping and taking it apart. And
It's fine. It was that one over there.
oh, okay. Yeah. It's at Concept Collision in Akron, Georgia, getting restored, basically.
That wasn't the plan, but once
But-
I got there,
Then
he
he
had all
decided.
these ideas. I was like, let's roll with it. Next thing I know, the truck is in a million pieces. And then, like, that was my daily driver. Like, now I'm like, oh, crap. Like, what have I done? So,
Then you went and got another ramp truck that could have been your daily driver if it wasn't such a pile of crap.
Oh, dude, that thing's horrible. I mean, it ain't, I mean, let's say seriously, it's not. Yeah, it is.
It sucks. It's a 10-foot. It's a 10 or 20 footer, and
What?
it's great looking.
I'm not picking.
But the
Pick some.
C50 is
Come on,
you
unreliable.
pick. You want-
Rides
pick
like
some fun
crap.
ones.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
okay.
you. I'm sorry.
I got one from Easy. Only reason why because it's not easy.
I heard him talking about my ramp truck.
Shut up. We're changing the subject so nobody gets in a fight.
The ramp truck, the OG roadkill one's getting a paint job. Long story. That's what it is.
And a
Okay.
new overdrive transmission because he burned it up.
I don't think he burned it up. I'm gonna tell you now. I think Cletus did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame
I
Cletus.
didn't blow it up.
Cletus did with that burnout.
I think 12 volts wiring did something to it. The
Mm,
controller wasn't acting right. All I know is I raced Cletus without overdrive and without a lockup converter, and if I had those things,
Green is
green
ground.
is ground, baby.
Green is ground.
Green is ground. All right, here's one. Who would win in a game of tic-tac-toe?
what, out of three of us?
That's me already.
Okay, yeah. Kidding? I got all the strategies.
You have no strategic.
I don't care if you got center square or not, man. It's over.
You know,
I will cat's game the hell out of you.
you'd be what? Cat skin.
Cat's game.
What? What did you say?
Cat's game.
Next.
What's cat skin?
I don't know what the hell
What are you
it's
talking about?
Keep going. Steph, too.
Huh. Don't touch me.
There's a run on my dash.
Stop. Oh, he did not say that. He did not say that. Huh.
You should autograph it next to the run.
Speaking of SEMA and Blasphemi, Blasphemi will be in the Motor Trend booth at SEMA next week. And this weekend, I'm hoping this video is coming out on Friday. If it does, we'll be in Vegas at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, drag racing the car. So if you're around, come on out. We'll have merch. These two knuckleheads will be there. I'll be there. Hopefully we're winning some races.
No, we need to win all three.
You got a question?
Somebody said,
What's their name?
"Oh, D Heap 5811. Any plans coming to Iowa? Also, is Midwest Images crashing on the cot in the basement, or did he move to Georgia?" No.
There's no cot in the basement. We're fully expecting him to move to Georgia. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what I expect.
One day.
We have no plans to go to Iowa. We need to, though. We need to go see Kibby. See
Yeah.
what's up. I've not
Right.
seen the General Lee in person, so we'd love to go to see Iowa.
Liar. You saw it at Power Tour.
No, we did not.
Oh, he's right. We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It was parked right next to us.
Oh.
Man, you're,
It's all right.
you're quick.
But Power Tour was one of the things it was all like, it was like a blur.
What he said.
You weren't even there.
Yes, I was.
Not at this Power Tour.
Oh, that's a different Power Tour.
Like, it's all right. I got you guys. I'm the memory for the both of you.
I'm old.
thing you're-
I'm old, so I don't care. I don't like to. I don't.
You want me to read?
Yeah, I'm tired of reading. It's just like it hurts my head.
Let's see here.
See, you're doing the same.
Are you ramp truck obsessed? Yeah, I am. I just saw like a C50 that someone turned into a crew cab and
Did
made
you
it
see
a
that?
ramp truck and CTP concepts.
Black one?
Right, yeah.
Oh.
I just seen that on
Yeah.
Instagram.
That's the one thing I want to see at
Yeah.
SEMA. Is that thing? I think it's CTP or CPT Concepts.
It's bad.
I think they're in Nevada or Arizona. They built a crew cab C50 to ramp truck, flat on the ground. It's awesome. So yeah, I have issues. I look at ramp trucks all the time. I just don't buy them because we've got two that won't even run right now.
You could trade the other one though.
Nah, we're over that.
Mm-mm.
All right. Do you plan on doing a diesel swap in the C50, Dave?
Stop. Next.
If,
way.
if I had my choice, if you'd sell it to me,
Derpy Phoebus 123.
I'd put in probably an LSD or something in it with a blower.
You want to buy the truck?
Let's not go there. This is reindeer game
You
talking.
want to sell it to me?
I think about it. What else?
You'll be broke. It'd be like, you want to buy it? Sure. Give me all your
I'm not
paychecks for the
giving you
next
what you got
22
in it,
years. 22-year paycheck.
Now that
man.
I've seen the truck and drove it, I'm not giving you what you got in it.
That's the messed up part.
Here it comes.
Which is why that Ram truck's probably going to end up on this channel for trade again, because I'm in over my head on that deal. I may have overpaid. What's y'all worst shop injury related to one of the current or recent car, boat, Ram trucks?
We've never gotten hurt. You're the one who gets hurt.
He spills gas on me all the time.
That's it.
But were you really injured? I mean, emotionally, yes, but physically?
Scarred for
It burnt.
life. It did not burn.
Sometimes.
Come on, what's the worst?
I think the funniest part was when he kicked gas on him right before we left to go on that road trip.
No. He
But when you bumped
we
it.
picked the fuel tank up. So there was a fuel
Poured
tank
all up.
outside. It was one of the old tanks out of the Square Force One. And it
And
was
we
full of
both
fuel.
lifted it up.
We both lifted it up.
But he's
I was
shorter
on the
than
spout side. He picked it up way faster and higher than me, and so it then dumped everything out on me, like head to toe.
And he just bought
we were
brand new
getting in the truck
shoes.
to go to
He
California.
brought brand new shoes and
As it
everything.
turns out, he's shorter than me. I hadn't noticed because I'm colorblind. And,
What? Where did that come from?
what's your worst shop injury? That's the worst thing that's ever happened to you in a shop?
He ain't gonna
You
say
ever try to TIG weld without the ground cable hooked up and
I've
made
been caught on
yourself
fire
go?
twice.
I've been on fire. Yeah.
I've been on fire before. Like I've held stuff for a buddy of mine. He was welding. Like my pants were on fire. Didn't know it. And, like burnt like from here down twice.
That's cool, dude.
I burnt a perfect circle in my belly hair. I was grinding on a truck. I think it was in college when this happened, and the sparks were hitting me in the shirt. I didn't realize it, and it caught my shirt on fire and burnt a circle through the shirt and all the hair off my belly.
So you had a crop circle on your
I did.
stomach?
I had a crop circle in my shirt, and I smelled like barbecued dog. It was
That's
horrible.
nasty.
It was horrible. McCool's Speed Shop. How the bloody hell are you? How are you, boys? How are you doing?
Okay.
Let's talk about our feelings.
Want to talk about our feelings? You gonna open up about yours?
Sure. I'm ready to go to SEMA.
Mm.
Yes.
We're going to Vegas. We're leaving for SEMA. If this video drops on Friday, like I think it will, we will be on an airplane for Las Vegas to go race Blasphemi, and then 2 days later go to SEMA. So hopefully you're watching. Hopefully it's Friday. That all depends on my ability to get it edited and put it up there with sound that won't kill your ears. Thanks for watching. How are you?
I'm okay.
All right, good enough for me. I'm cool.
All good every day.
Bye.
What?
You gotta stay up on that maintenance, yo.
God, are we bench racing? These guys are so cute.
Did you get your wheel right here? So now our coffee table. It's gonna be a great video.
How dare you?
Still rolling.
Oh my God. I didn't sign away my rights, so that can't be published.